Hey, bud.
Hey, welcome.
Hey.
What are you doing there?
Nothing.
Hi!
Ryan, how you doing?
I'm doing
Can people
good.
hear us?
Okay, yeah, that's the first question. I don't know why the intro didn't play
They can hear us?
the stuff.
They can hear us for sure.
That's weird.
I'm gonna say 100%.
You know what I heard recently?
What's that?
What'd you hear?
Your mom moaning in my
Oh,
ear.
nice. Because you were having sex with her.
That's it.
Yes, I was indeed.
Oh, okay. I figured as much.
In her
I
vagina.
hope so. If she's
Oh,
moaning.
there? That's the no-no spot.
That's a no touchy.
You don't go there.
No
I
dice.
don't go there. For obvious reasons.
That's what I call the bones.
You know,
Zone.
I
That's where
don't know
pee
if it's
comes
just
from.
the shirt, but like, I think your facial looks better now.
Your what?
The facial hair.
Or lack thereof.
I don't know. I think it's a better look. Now he has the maybe he's got that stranded castaway look going on, and that's what I'm that's what I'm talking with.
Hey, everyone.
I hear Pog.
Nice. It's been an okay week.
What does that mean, Michael?
It's-
Where's the Valorant rank at? How are you?
But Valorant's okay. I'm playing a lot of games. Halo. We've been playing some Halo.
With
Halo 2 with Frederick. Dad. Okay, Simp.
aka Freddie Lane.
My did go back to work got pushed back again.
It did?
Yeah, to the 1st.
Okay.
So that's cool, I guess.
Swag, you were upset about that.
I just don't want to go back when people are all gross. Because people are still super gross. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Still not a great time.
Yeah, so I'm cool with waiting a little longer. And that's it. That's all that's been going on my neck of the woods.
Well, I'll say, me and my girlfriend had a great fake fancy dinner. We set up a whole like candlelight and
Oh, that's
like
nice.
cute thing because we didn't have the opportunity to because every place is closed.
Yes.
And it was great, and it felt like not quarantined for a little bit. So I don't know. We're surviving as much as we can.
Cool.
It's definitely weird in this world where we can't go outside, but
Yeah.
Was there
Fuck
like
it, right?
is there like a reason for that? Is it like your
we're
your
fighting?
anniversary? No, I know. Is it like it's like your 2-month or 3-month anniversary?
we did find our actual start date of a couple.
That's always Pog.
Always a pug.
It's-
Like a month or two back, you're just like, oh, it was this day, huh?
We were like, I think it's like the January 9th or something, and it turns out it's like 2/15. And the only reason I figured that out is because of my Twitter.
Yeah, that would do it. I mean, that's like you go back in messages and stuff, and it's like,
Social media is so good for that.
yeah, it really is.
It's just an archive.
Because if I go back to like search that one chick's name who I thought was gonna be here that Carly wanted to see, then I could probably find the exact day. That'd be the easiest way to like I think track it down. So like whenever we're talking about that girl when you were on that like fake date or whatever, Ted.
Ah, yes.
Remember that decades ago?
Ancient times.
Yeah.
Pre
Feels so far.
Pre
Pre-end of the world.
core.
How have you
Pre-core.
How have you guys been faking having a real life and it not being quarantine outside?
I don't even pretend.
No, my Mike truly does not.
Fully embrace it.
Yeah, just stay inside and play games, draw, drink.
How many hours do you think you game a day? Do you think you put in a full 8 hours?
You gotta ask
I'm
about
always-
the opposite. There's no way.
How many do I not game?
Yeah, like how many pee breaks and like
It's true.
making pasta.
Get out.
Well, he's
Yeah.
got to put in some YouTube time, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm always
And, like-
talking to people,
Yep.
but it's not always gaming. You know what I'm saying?
And some drawing time.
See, it's
Yeah, I know he
it's
likes
either
to draw,
drawing or
yeah.
gaming. Is usually what it
That
is.
is the part I will fight for Michael Allen, is he is constantly subjecting himself to social interaction still.
Yeah.
Like, he is constantly talking to people.
I would go crazy if I
Even
wasn't
though
talking.
it's the Coney Discord, and that takes away a couple points
They're the
there.
best.
Hey,
Freddy's
Freddy's in there now. So.
Is Freddie still being mean to people in there?
Yeah,
Nice.
only a couple, but he's way friendly with. A lot of them passed the test, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So he's a lot of good graces, but there's still a couple who just got the wrong rub from fucking Freddie. Were like, ugh, and Freddie's like, it's this fucking loser, and they're like, ah!
He's being mean.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't even know this guy.
Yeah,
You
100%.
fucking loser.
Freddie says, idiot.
Stupid idiot. But no, it's great. I like. I don't know. I'm having fun just doing the things that I do. Anyway, without being able to go outside and like see other people.
Yeah, because you can hear them.
And getting paid for it's always a fucking plus.
For doing nothing.
Like, hell yeah. That's like,
It's alright.
Always in the chat.
that's a good shit. What about you, Ted? You've been fucking working hard.
Yeah, just working. Just working.
Working, getting home.
Mike has
Chilling
fake
out.
unemployment. Ted just made himself a real ass job.
Well,
Take an upgrade. You got a fucking.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You got a
Like-
promotion.
Yeah.
And then Brian doing the same.
I'm just
Hell
fucking
yeah.
working from home. Just fucking day by day, just putting in my hours, and not doing as much hours at all, but like just like it's it's hard, just hard to do stuff. But
all my dreams and aspirations as a Halo TO were crushed.
We'll
come back though.
Hey, Halo 2 is back on the market. So you've got some space to work with now, I think.
I feel like I keep hearing about people and their plans they had before quarantine, and I was like, man, what a cool universe that would have been to like live in that. To live in that world.
Popping off.
Like even like friends who are like, oh yeah, I had a trip planned. I was gonna go to this place, and it's like, man, I wish you would have went to that place, dude. Like that sucks.
Even us, we missed out on Pound.
Yeah, you guys missed Pound. Like
Double Down wasn't gonna happen, or isn't gonna happen.
Double Down's gone.
Whatever else, I don't know. A lot of shit. That sucks. Whatever.
You can't go places.
This whole half of a year is I can't believe it's just like literally nothing. It sucks, right?
I just can't wait till it's the time we remember. Won't that be insane?
I miss Corona.
At a certain point, like I'm gonna be like 2 months back into work, commuting on the Green Line, trapped underground, and be like, man, I miss waking up at noon.
Yeah.
just putting in like 4 or 5 hours of work and just saying, okay, that's.
I've come to terms with the fact that what I hate about my job isn't the job. It's getting up stupid early and getting on the fucking T and then going to work. I think is my least favorite part. And then being there, I'm fine. And I can fuck off and like do whatever and nap for like an hour. And then I'll come home and have a whole half of a day to fucking
nap for an hour.
Yeah,
job.
It's true.
Subtle.
That's baller move, dude. You get away with that? Hell yeah. But I agree. It's the agency of having to get on the T and just be on there. Like,
because it's not my choice.
Driving is much better.
Now that I'm driving again, I'm like, oh yeah, this is
a commute. Fucking put music on. You're chilling.
Yeah, it's your own space. You control when you leave. Like
how fast you're going.
It still is getting ready for the thing. Like it's not like you can just leave the second that you have
get
to
up.
be there. Yeah.
There's the dreading getting up. There's the getting up. There's the putting on your clothes.
Bro,
I like
so bad at getting up.
Dude.
Early in the morning, I get in the mood for it.
I like getting.
I have myself up. When I was in high school, my job, I was up at 3 in the morning, like every day.
Yeah.
To work like fucking 12 hours, and I was like,
not that.
I just got up and was like, all right, this is my life. Let's do it. And now I have lung cancer, probably. So.
You know what? I'm cool with that if I'm doing something like immediately, like in summer break during college. I was landscaping on Nantucket. I'd get up.
Oh,
like,
handsome Mike.
Handsome Mike was sick. 5:30, I would get up. I would put my boots on, pack a lunch, and fucking start lifting dirt everywhere. And I was tan and handsome.
I like lifting dirt, Mike.
I was lifting dirt all over.
This is the summer of between freshman and sophomore year, and so we all get together. We all meet up as a group. We all become friends. All freshman year party, all that kind of shit. And then it's like, oh, summer break
party.
Oh, we were partying. We were partying. In Mike's room a lot, too much probably. But so much that in fact it made everyone else now be lame. Because they just went too hard then.
Anyway, definitely burnt out.
So the summer happens, and none of us see each other. It's like just fucking,
time skip.
Big distance. Until Nantucket 1. We all show up to Mike's house. His parents get us. Mike just comes out, fucking tan as a son of a bitch. Just looking good.
Definitely more in shape.
More in shape. Oh my god. We're all like, and we all missed Mike. You haven't seen him in a while. Like, oh, Michael, it's so good to see you.
It was great.
And now it's ruined. Now just constant.
I'm a fat sack of shit. I play video games all day.
Mike, I think you need some lifting dirt back in your life.
I do. I kind of miss landscaping.
Go outside.
It was fun.
Dirt.
Just listen to music all day.
You can lift dirt.
I would way prefer
not for money.
Manual labor by myself to like shitty labor.
Oh, you guys want to redesign a bathroom?
Yeah, like with it.
I love those Facebook videos.
Yeah, that's just saying. But just being outside in the summer, ignoring everything else, and just doing a job and listening to fucking music or podcasts or whatever was so sick. And just clock out at the end of the day, make stupid money. Yeah, it was dope. I had a lot of fun.
Try and landscape around here.
Hey guys, speaking of not going anywhere.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Sonic mains.
Well.
What's good?
One would argue Sonic mains are going a lot of places very fast.
I'm batting so high. Right now.
So what it really is, because I can see Ted's face being like, I don't want to talk about fucking Sonic the Hedgehog. The thing is, it's about
that character is not in my game.
well, not without winning.
Check again.
Not without winning 100-man melee in like 10 seconds or whatever, right? Whatever, or Cruel Brawl.
It was Cruel
Getting
Brawl.
100 kills in Cruel Brawl or something like
And then
that.
you get Sonic and Tails, I think. Was
I believed that for so long.
How
Fucking
come
game
nobody has
facts.
them? It's true.
But
But
they brought up there was a Sonic in Ultimate who's being lame online, and it's bringing up conversation about fucking campy play. And our title tonight, I was very happy with it, is Sonic Run versus Naruto Run. And to define those real quick, so we're all familiar can we all do
Hold on, Ted, I can see you being a little confused still. I'll bring it back a little bit. Okay, so I'll explain it in the most Chad way ever, because this kid's a nerd. So the Sonic player in Ultimate,
I didn't understand anything.
he's
I was
communicating.
going somewhere.
The Sonic player is communicating in nerd, but I'm gonna explain it in Chad versions.
I need J-Nut version.
Yeah, he's like, yo, bro, you guys suck. I can camp you guys out when I'm losing and then beat the shit out of you. Look at me beat this high-ranked online Paul-Tainted player, or the fuck. And then just post a video, fast forward, of him just camping the fuck out of this person and then winning. And then it sparked a little bit of a melee conversation to where people being like, fucking Armada does this all the time, it bleed a little bit into what Toph's saying. So I think there's a little bit of conversation happening, like, do you think camping is viable? And on that sense, is competition supposed to be fun? Yeah. I don't think so. Fuck it. Bro, I play a lame character in Melee. I am trying to down smash you off the stage.
But you're having fun.
And
You are
am I having fun?
You are
or
a
is
lame
winning
player.
fun?
I'll
Is winning fun? Or is tournament fun?
Well, I think there's a whole umbrella, and if one part of it is fun, then that makes the experience fun for you, no matter what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I think
if I am having fun because someone else is not having fun, is that
basically-
really
he's
having
basically-
fun?
Yeah,
you're just a sick bitch.
okay. Competition is about competition. It's not about fun. It's not about
That's
fun.
true.
That's not part of the equation. Competition is about finding a winner.
Yeah.
Fun is a side effect of that. You know what I mean?
It's a side
The
effect.
degree of fun is a side effect. It doesn't. The competition is the competition.
I agree.
Yeah.
And if someone's way to win is by playing campy, then fucking do it, because it's a competition and they're trying to win and they think that's the best way. And I think camping is healthy and natural for the scene, because everybody thinks different, and some people are going to think more defensive and campy, give like a K-on or whatever. The dude obviously just thinks different. He thinks in a much more defensive, less interactive
Lame
style.
way.
Swag.
Yeah, however you want, like,
Let's go, Michael. Fuck yeah, Michael.
yeah, exactly. They think different. And I think that exploring that only helps people. And only helps the competition.
I will say that a part of it that I don't think a lot of people talk about, that everyone knows about, is that you can play as lame as you want in-game, and you can still win, and it looks like there's like no downsides, but the real downside come from outside of the game, when people are calling you a shitter, no one wants to fucking hang out with you. I'm serious. I do think that's like a separate side of like the whole...
Friendlies? No one wants to play some
No,
friendlies.
absolutely not.
No, what?
Yeah.
With you and I think so. Like camping gameplay can go like a bunch of places. Ted, do you want to?
If you're bad and play campy, nobody wants to play with you. If you're good and play campy,
can
everyone
learn.
still wants to
That's
play
fair.
with you.
Maybe.
Yes.
Zane would love to play friendlies with the H-Box. He just doesn't do it.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you're looking for like the highest competitor is the one who's doing that.
Yeah.
If you're really good.
Dude, find Michael 41 billion at his regional, not locked on a setup. At his local, not locked on a setup with people trying to play him all the time.
That's true.
But like my thing with
Yeah.
people, right? People.
Uh-huh.
When you say people, I assume like a large crowd. I don't think it's a large crowd. I think he's locked in. Don't get me wrong. But I think he's locked in with like 5 people, and it's your top seeds saying I need my medical.
Okay,
practice.
I guess I see what you're saying.
There's not someone. Fucking your 2-2ers aren't going. I need to play that Michael guy and get my 8 minutes in.
I think a couple people
Yeah.
probably would.
Maybe a couple, but not a large crowd.
I see what you're saying.
No,
An opinion that I saw that I agreed with is someone in response to Toph responding to that tweet was like, at Melee top level, really only like 3 or 4 people have done this, and like you could argue 2 of them haven't really done it to the extent that they could. For instance, like H-Box could camp way fucking harder. But I think Mutakin kind of did push the whole like let them approach, then hit them for it. Especially like fucking seeing him playing against West Balls and just chill on the ledge and then fucking murder him every time he gets him. So I think people at the top level of Melee have done it, but fucking it doesn't really happen all that much. Like, what was that last set? The fucking Ice Climbers, Jigglypuff set?
Chango.
Yeah,
It's an iconic set.
Notice, we talk about it like every...
It's a Melee-defining set.
We talk about it like every other 4 podcasts. And I like that. I agree.
Yeah. Everyone was like, holy shit, this is happening. But it's not like that fucking happens at every tournament. It's not like you have one of those regional players at every single region. But we decide.
Dude, I just feel like it's so different. Like, the lame play thing is just so separate from like what it typically is, because people are comparing it to like other fighting games where there's so many different things, like where being in the corner is bad, corner and Melee good.
Sometimes I like center stage.
Well, but like the campers don't.
Okay, as a camper,
I see what you're saying.
The campers don't.
Yeah,
and then also the timer, like if I'm camping you, it's a minute and a half. Deal with it.
If we're same as Fox, I'm down a stock, I'm hiding under the platform.
Yeah,
trying
like,
to down smash you and kill you.
I think lane play it works
bro.
different.
Let's go.
It works different here.
Then you get center stage campers like Crush though.
Hey, Cowboy with the raid of 6 and then the sub. Gang.
Cowboy. Debbie, Devon, I miss you, brother.
Don't choke that.
I've been what's it called? Working. I've been lurking in your Paper Mario streams.
It was on the other day on the TV.
Yeah, sometimes I just throw it on the TV. Like
communal viewing.
Whoever we're hosting. Yeah, so if you walk past and you're using the restroom, you can go, oh, what's Debbie up to?
Yeah, we miss you, Debbie. We'd love to have you back, and we miss everybody in the chat. Honestly, love to have you at a party. Anyway,
miss people, but I don't miss lame people.
Dude, I love playing friendlies with Sai. I love playing with lame people.
Do you consider your tournament play lame?
I strive to play lame, and I really push myself to play more lame. And I don't think that I necessarily think like that, but I try. But I think too far on the other side, so I push for lame play.
Sure.
So boil down to a yes or no question. Would you say yes? Because I'm also yes on this. I play lame in tournament.
Okay, it depends on the region I'm in.
Fire, Mike.
When I was playing Ice Climbers, because I was wobbling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think you still
jab grab?
You lose against someone and then you pick Ice Climbers. Are you playing lame to win?
If there's a person I'm playing against and I know I can't beat them with my shitty new characters, and I'm like I can beat them with my lame character if I play lame, then yes, I'll play my lame character.
I don't think you play lame though, Vicey.
I play stupid.
But see, I think you play so stupid. It's not lame.
I don't think you.
There's a calculation involved being lame. Being lame is you hit him with an up smash and then you dash back.
I
think it's Fox, you know, it's like
I still want to get the grab so I can hit them with the thing.
Yeah, but like, you're like running around, you're trying to grab them. To play lame, you're beneath a platform, you're icicling, and you're chilling. You're chasing.
In the world where Mike has an unlimited ceiling, I think he plays more like trail than he does shoot at.
I agree.
Yeah, I was gonna do the spectrum of wobbles to wait, who's my lame ice climbers?
Bananas, same region.
Wobble.
No, I like bananas.
Wobbles
Bananas
is cool.
fire.
Bananas is sick, dude. Bananas is
He's so sick. But he can play lame.
Wobbles is your barometer of
Oh, wait, no. Who's the dude? Oh, God, I forget his name now.
Lame Ice Climbers, come on.
He's local. He's so local. Dimension's friend from...
Oh,
DC.
Shit, yeah.
Puppy.
Okay.
Puppy.
Alright,
What the fuck is Puppy?
He's literally just a wave dash. Wave dash in, wave dash back, down smash, wave dash in, wave dash back, down.
I love the moves that nobody likes, so I guess I don't know.
Just on.
Yeah.
Yeah, sick. Cool. I don't think you play lame. I think you have lame habits. You
guys definitely play lame.
Do you think he plays lame?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I think he has spikes of lameness surrounded by his general neutral of he's like cool.
Yeah. I try.
Lame is good. Lame is not overextending.
Lame gets the dub.
The cool is overextending, in my opinion at least, by definition.
So Ryan, I asked them too as a formality, but I really just wanted to ask you.
No.
As the Puff DK player.
Deep Falco. Let's respect Falco.
Sure.
Puff DK
I
Falco.
will give you the
You
Falco. I'll give you the Falco in quarantine, but I won't necessarily say that the Falco played in tournaments before that.
No, you can't.
Did
Because
he?
he hasn't.
Well, yes. He
Besides
took
at bar.
in bar.
Just fun tournaments.
In bar.
Bar doesn't count.
Okay, but as Ryan, whose strategy for a minute was go DK and then if you lose, go Puff.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you resort to playing lame if you need to win?
I think that's out of context. I think you definitely got me on
When the rubber hits the road, Ryan, that's when it really matters.
The puff does come out.
It does. Well, let's.
Sure.
But now, what am I doing with my puff?
Are you playing lame?
I'm not playing lame.
Okay.
I'm fucking going in
I
the whole entire time.
I don't think Ryan's puff ever plays lame.
No, and that's because it's not that great. That's just a better puff plays lame. I'm just going in the whole time. But I do agree. Yeah, but the thing is, between the Donkey Kong and the Jigglypuff counter that Drew played, that's just funny. That's not lame as much as it's like, oh, you thought this was an easy set, but now it's actually really hard set.
My trap card.
Yeah.
Jigglypuff on Dreamland.
You have so much confidence, and I'm just gonna fucking wipe it away.
And there's also a role where you just beat someone with Donkey Kong, and that feels phenomenal.
And that happens too. And it's like, yes. That round one, he loses to Donkey Kong. I'm like, yes.
You love that shit.
They didn't even see the puff. The fucking loser.
But we brought him up, but I think Bananas is a great example of this argument to where someone who plays like super lame if need to be, but if he's playing against somebody he's seeded to beat, he's gonna play like crazy. He's gonna do some Wobbles-esque like follow-ups on the platforms. But you know,
he's got all that stuff.
But if he's down 3 stocks to Mango, he's gonna fucking grab and wobble him all 4 stocks if he's the opportunity to. It's weird. I think Ice Climbers are one of the ones that gets like, you know, the most focused on in the lame argument, but has the cool option still.
I think it's such a weird question because cool and lame are so different to everyone. You know what I mean?
It's very subjective.
Like when I say if someone's lame or not, I mean what other people, the general consensus is, versus what I think is cool is like way different.
Yeah, and there's a spectrum of opinions on that. You know,
because I think like players who are really good at like really technical nano situations are cool. That's why like I don't know.
But I would call that as like
something jumps out.
I would
Or,
follow
like,
that under optimal though than I would cool.
But I think that's cool.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
True.
But like, but optimal can also be a cool player who plays off. Like Mango plays very optimally.
Yeah.
In a very cool way. Like he's always technical.
Yeah.
But it's always approaching.
I also think
Not
one of the
always.
coolest things, like hands down, is creativity. So any player who innovates at anything is like doing something that people aren't at any given point. I think that's super cool.
And that's like my baseline definition for cool play.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times, especially with like spacey players, it's like the cool thing is like in the middle of your very standard combo, you just do one move that's not quite the move.
Yeah.
You know, like instead of that fucking forward smash, you pivot up to, and then you jump up, and then you do something. Like, you know, it's like it's all about like changing it up.
Yeah, mix up.
Yeah.
To doing a little tiny like, oh, he fucking like Ant on Adamano. He fucking wave dashes in, does downward angle forward tilt with Luigi to hit him. That does nothing.
Fuck you, J-Flex.
That's cool because that's not a move that fucking happens.
ever.
Yeah. And if we're bringing net play into the argument, I've mentioned this before, but I think Bobby Big Ball is a great example. Like, he's not entering these net play tournaments to get first place. He's really entering these tournaments for a sick combo video that I think will inevitably happen.
Or that's tight. Or to beat other 5 players as Jigglypuff. Which is so sad.
Beat Ginger.
He beat
last
404 with Puff.
Who?
Yeah.
Bobby Big Balls beat 404 Cray of Puff.
Well, I think he lost to him.
You think so?
I think he went Puff, won the game, and then lost the Falco Ditto and some laggy connection. Anyway,
Oh, that'd be cool.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
I mean, you would know more than I would.
That was before I knew who 404 Cray was.
Oh, God. The God.
Have any of you gotten very lamed on, you think? Like, if you think to, like, what's the lamest... if you can remember the lamest experience you've had in Melee?
I've played Dude Tag before.
As Ices?
Yeah, I think people that play really simple, that's lame to me.
Sure.
By the books.
Like, they're not pressing a lot.
Cause it's not that it's lame, I'm just like, you have no brain. I'm like, how are you, like, especially if they beat me, I'm just like, God damn, like, you're so dumb. Like,
You watched that Justin Wong video, Patty? And then you brought up Tope's tweet.
I saw 30 seconds of it, so I won't say yes.
Fucking hate Jay.
I
But I was
watched,
like, I'm gonna watch this later, and I didn't watch it later.
I watched the whole
He's
thing.
so good, but
And he brings up a point like that, like, just don't fucking waste your time with all these weird inputs. Like, you have jab. Just fucking jab them. And it's like, dude, stop fucking jabbing.
yeah.
Like, do anything else. And it's like, no. I'm a Fox, I'm just gonna up smash. Fucking, what do you mean?
Nobody likes playing J-Wong.
But I want to hear about your Dudasai experience.
Oh, he just camped me.
So, like, your ICs are on the stage, he's fucking...
He's top platform. He takes first stock, I probably missed something, and then he up tilt rests my guys, and then I die. And he'll just stay up on the top of the platform the whole time.
Just chill out.
I can't really get up there or nothing, so it's like...
It's a sick pleasure. It's a puff. It's nice
I'm
to
sure.
do that. I have drunkenly done that at the stock at bar, where I'm just like... I'm up a stock, like, I'm chilling, dude. Like, this is funny as shit right now.
And it's not like, I was more upset about the situation than it was at me or him, you know what I'm saying?
Because you're not going into that set like, oh, I'm going to beat Dudasai.
Oh, no, of course not. I'm like, let's try our best.
Like, Dudasai is a much better player than Ryan is. Like, this is going to be really fucking hard for me. And then it's like, he's not even beating me. Like, he's just fucking...
He's having his own time.
He's hanging out.
Dude decides the guy who, in Fortnite, just sits in a shed or some shit like that and just waits.
He gets them floating up there, hanging out.
He finds a bush and he goes, fuck yeah!
In the circle, let's go!
Pounds the bush. I'm gonna keep doing this.
Does a quick dance.
he was explaining to me, and just like, it's like, yeah, I'm also good at aiming, or building. I'm also good at building, but I'm really good at hiding. I'm like, so what do you do? And he's like, I just hide. And then they come in, they're almost dead. I just miss a couple shots, get them,
Give it to him.
get them done.
But yeah.
We talk about it all the time.
Yeah, we do talk about dudes'
I
Fortnite
love
experiences all the time. That's a great topic. I was trying to think of mine. I really think I've been on the opposite end of other people's worst Melee experiences. Probably more than I've been on my own.
Even as a Samus player? Really? People aren't living
Well,
up.
you know, even like, you know, the Fox secondaries have timed out a Luigi secondary here and there. Or like, you know, I've gone Zelda against someone's Falco secondary. And I think all that is pretty lame.
I would disagree with the Zelda secondary. Zelda sucks.
I forgot to say, the other thing I think is super lame is low tiers.
Yeah. I agree, and as someone who plays a lot of low tiers.
Not even low tiers, anything below Samus. Samus is fine. Samus got
What about Ganondorf?
Ganondorf is like kind of common enough. It's just based on
I
commonality.
know you hate Luigi.
So what do you...
Luigi's just a dickhead.
There's
kid.
something
What do you
hilarious.
mean by that, though? Like, I don't understand what you mean by, like, they're, like the players themselves, like, are they're making a lame decision by playing
I
them?
just think it's lame that I have to play them.
See, that's like... That
And I think that... I also
No,
think that
I'll
just
piggyback
sounds
off
lazy.
10. I'll piggyback off 10. I think having to learn a specific interaction against a low tier character is lame. For instance, like having to know that, oh, the second I start shielding against Zelda, the second she jumps, that's kind of lame that it's like that simple of a matchup to do this one thing to beat this character. Like, I'm sure if the anti-Game & Watch rhetoric was more out there, we would have a better idea on how to beat Nick Marcus. But the fact is, no one's being like, oh, you just do this against Game & Watch.
Evan, where are you?
It's that combined with the fact that low tiers are just a fun for me, not fun for you character. Because they get to play the matchups that they want, which is the high tiers, which they always play against, which they do combos on.
Yeah.
And you just have to play against random shithead, dickhead character, which even if you play the matchup right, then you just have to do the same option over and over again. I just have to back air the low tier over and over again, because that's just what beats them. And it's like, this isn't fun.
I'm not
I
gonna
don't
lie,
wanna do
this whole conversation is why I switched to Samus. Because I realized that if I learn these interactions more than they know these interactions, I suddenly have an advantage.
Yeah.
So even if you play a good character, and I've been here more than you have as the Samus player, you know, in this Fox Samus matchup, I suddenly have an advantage against somebody who's better than me. And that's cheesy as fuck. That's lame, but it's fucking. I'm trying to win, bro. I'm trying to beat Big Yoig in tournament. Get fucked. Like, sorry.
Samus is good enough though. There is enough counterplay and it's a fun enough matchup and there's enough stuff to learn that it's like it's not just stupid matchup.
Mike, you have something to say? I feel like you've been winding up.
I'm thinking.
Okay.
So recently, Sayjam, multi-game famed commentator Sayjam, was on stream and he was talking about. I love Sayjam. Talking about a really, I can't remember who it was, but a Japanese player's Street Fighter V tier list, like very recently.
Oh, is it like Trash Box?
Something like that.
I watched a video today, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, Trash Box.
We don't know.
And there's a clip that's been going around on Twitter where he's like, somebody in chat was like, why don't these high level players make tier lists for both really high level players, which are the tip top, and tier lists for low level players because there is a difference. And
I agree.
St. Jim's like they have no reason to because nobody should be picking a character if they're new to a game. They should pick a character they think is cool and they should play that character. And that's how you should play fighting games. And then Toph was replying because Toph be doing that. And he was like,
"You be replying to everything that you guys talk about."
"It's true, Toph."
Yeah.
Okay, Toph's a smart, good commentator.
Up on
Actually,
the viral
sure.
meme.
It was actually at first it was Esam saying, "This is what I've been trying to tell people."
That's why you saw it.
Yeah, because I love Esam. I hate Esam.
PG fan. Cody sub.
Esam was like everyone should play every fighting game like this, no matter what it is. And Toph was like, well, it depends. Because if my boy is really new to Melee and he's trying to play Ness, I'm gonna be like, maybe don't play Ness. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some characters in some games where it's not as much of a choose your own adventure because you're going nowhere if you're picking certain characters in Melee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is.
Yeah.
It's really hard. We had a Bowser player had entered. What's this? Oh, hello. Cheers.
Cheers.
So we don't try to look at chat during the stream, but I can see we're doing some awesome beer meets. But thanks, guys.
Shout out to people.
Anyway, so I was seeding the tournament this week for Amano, and one of New England Melee's finest people I saw entered, and I think Ted we have a similar opinion about this gentleman. As the guy with really bad opinions, but a sick Bowser. It's that Tommy guy.
Oh.
Yeah, don't like his opinions at all. But he did post one clip of him playing Bowser against a Peach player and him owning him on them. Remember that clip?
Is his tag Katanomi?
No, it's like the Drawlo. He might go by other tags too. I don't know.
Oh.
Drawlo. On Smash UG, it's Drawlo
Okay.
with a Smash 4 Bowser render.
I suddenly know all the randoms because of the amateur brackets on these net play tournaments.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I know Drawlo as well as the other person I just mentioned, who both play Bowser.
Yeah. But it's like, it's crazy that like they play. You're playing fucking Bowser.
Yeah.
It's like that's where it's like, dude, why are you doing this? And now I have to narrate you, and it's like bully you, and this isn't fun for either of us. And it's like, fuck, why are you playing my Militaire? But I also to counterpoint your point there, Ted, about like how they're playing the matchup they want to play.
Yeah.
That's against you. I know there's plenty of low tier players, but they're going up against like a more skilled player than anyone here, who consider themselves kind of a melee savant, and they see the Ganon and they go, "Oh, Ganon Ditto," and it's like, dude, I just want to play your fucking Fox. Like, there's a bunch of low tier players that have to do. Like, I asked Mofo tons of times, like, Mofo, how many times are you in a bracket where someone's like, "Oh, Ness Ditto," and it's like,
That's true.
not really, dude. I kind of want to just play your characters. So we can play a matchup I've been practicing and not do fucking Ness Dittos.
That level of disrespect, Ryan, comes with playing a character that sucks, though. You know what I'm saying?
But
you know that you are playing a bad character.
Yeah.
People are gonna look down on your ability to play the game because you play a bad character.
No, they go, this is fun time. Oh, you're not playing.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not playing a serious guy. You're playing a fun guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll play a
Yeah,
fun
no, that's
guy.
true.
Yeah, let's do a fun guy.
I definitely experienced that as the dude entering Samus main in tournaments, to where I like to say that Samus is 50-50 with so many characters, but that becomes problematic when you're suddenly playing a character who's worse than you. For instance, like if I'm suddenly playing a Luigi or a Ganon or like fucking, like there's a bunch of characters who are below me where it's like, this is fucking, I'm shook. That you can do this one option and that's really shitty for me. As opposed to if I'm like a Fox main, I don't really have to think about that as much. You know, you're the worst character. I'm gonna do these options, and it's like this is gonna be another day in the park. It's a low tier to where I'm like, fuck, it's Luigi. He suddenly has ground game. Like I have to think about it in a much more complicated way as opposed to playing a better character and just beating them. It sucks, but fuck it. That's what I picked. I picked the bad character. I deserve that.
Yeah.
There's a reason why low tier tournaments just aren't more commonplace, and it's because when the low tiers are playing the low tiers, no one's having fun.
Yeah.
Nothing's going on. The low tiers want the Fox players. They want the Fox players. They want the Marks. They want something they know.
Yeah.
They can do their planned fucking jerk off scheduled fucking
Yeah, they've been practicing on a CPU.
practicing for decades. This one fucking thing that no one fucking knows about, and they just break it out. No one knows the DK hitbox hits right here. And fucking the DK hits you with it, and they're popping off, and you're like, man, fucking...
Of course.
Shut up. I'm gonna lay you out.
Dude, the most I ever got fucked up by a DK was definitely this DK named RuneScape.
That's
And,
awesome.
That is a sick tag.
It is a sick tag. And he's just like an old school NorCal DJ. DK.
Oh, I think I've heard of this guy. Yeah.
I really thought you meant DJ.
No, DK.
That'd be
DJ.
sick.
Tight.
A DJ
NorCal
DK?
DJ that plays in his free time is known as RuneScape. He plays Donkey Kong.
He might be a DJ. I don't know that he doesn't DJ.
Hey, thanks for mentioning that. You know, we
but
don't know
God.
this guy. Maybe. Roll the die.
I hope he is.
But he would just like fucking down throw, like down smash, tech chase, like just like own me with DK. I was like, what is happening?
Stop.
Yeah.
I mean, Poop. Poop would just go nuts.
Never touched him.
Never touched him? Oh.
Never
I went to Fight Pit, which was kind of my
new
first out of region tournament. I was like, okay, sit down and run a setup. You know, play this. You know, region I've never played. And I played against some Ice Climbers player who's pretty good, and then a like Midwestern DK player who's like super old school. And I'm playing Samus, and this is just the worst fucking setup ever. You know, you could possibly create.
Samus plays his DK.
Yeah, and I'm
Similar to our house when we moved in.
I'm getting beat bad by the Ice Climbers player, who is also beating the DK player well, but then the DK player is just swagging on me. So the setup is just lame Ice Climbers versus Samus game, swag DK versus Samus game,
You guys play rotation?
lame DK versus Ice Climbers game. It was just happening every single time, and I was like, yeah, fine. Swag on me, bro.
Go off.
Oh, dude, it's a bunch of way to play the game. And I think just, you know, the lane play, like, you just kind of have to deal with it. There is, so what do you guys feel about this narrative that, like, that H-Box is on the ledge and he's camping Mango. And Mango looks
I don't like that.
Let's just say Mango's just shooting lasers. And he's not approaching.
Shoot the gun.
Who's camping who? Is it who started it?
Who initiated the camp?
Should someone go in?
No.
Like, you know, like,
That's
I'm
what
saying
he
Mango to put me at risk of an answer, but, like,
It's like a high school fight. Who started it?
who started it?
Who's at risk here?
Who is camping? Because so maybe let's say H-Box start. He's the one on the ledge, but also it's like H-Box is 90%. Mango is at 0%. It's like, well, and he's not approaching. Then I'm gonna go to the ledge because he's not approaching. Like, who cares? So the whole. Any thoughts on that? Like, just about like who started the camping? Doesn't matter.
Ultimately, I think the top players of this game can give a way better insight than any of us can. That being said, I think they have made it clear that the game has
Disagree. We know everything.
I think the game has progressed to a point where it really is wait for person to do bad option and then kill them for bad option.
That's sick, though.
So it's a 64 kind of gameplay. That is the epitome of 64 neutral.
So 64. Is it wild to say that 64 they play less neutral?
Yeah,
Because I
no.
feel like melee it's a
Do you know
game of
anything about
neutral,
64?
like a dash dancing. 64 it's more like I don't know. I don't
I
know.
think 64 is more neutral. 64.
I don't know enough about 64. I know that hit kills. If
Hit
I get a
kills.
jab, bro, you're gonna die if I'm a good character. But I don't think that's necessarily true for melee characters unless you're like Zane and playing Marth against a Falco. And that's more true. But that's not necessarily true for every single character Zane plays against.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's not 64. You know, it's not jab kills.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know. I forget what the original point was, but I think it's just a convoluted game to where the top level has become this point where it's like hit kills, and that makes the top eights a lot more nervous, and that makes us be like they're playing lame, but they're just playing nervous.
But there are defensive options in melee that make it not that way.
Sure. Yeah.
There are a lot of things you can do
Yeah.
to get out of stuff, and there's a lot of mix-ups you can make to avoid that.
Yeah. You can play it a cool, nervous way. In the same sense.
Cool, never so.
Yeah. You can do like dare as Falco, calling out someone approaching you every time, and that's cool. I think in our defensive term. I don't know.
Take it with the ledge.
Take away the ledge.
Take away
Yeah,
the
Rivals of Aether.
Rivals of Aether.
Dude, I for one, not necessarily if I'm watching a stream, but if I'm at a top 8, I love watching some camping.
I think it's a totally different experience, and you're correct. Because when you're there, you're like,
Well, the crowd,
stay away!
the crowd's drunk. Yeah, you're popping off. No matter who, no matter you're doing the A's for Pizza King's fucking regrabs. You're hanging out.
It's fun.
It's an experience.
Me and Ted have definitely drunkenly screamed Hungry Box multiple times.
It was so
to the
bad.
point where so many people were mad at us.
I was mad.
I remember everyone was pissed.
doing it and
We were
mad.
too. Let's go H word.
It's gone.
H word. Yeah.
Everyone was like, yeah, H word.
I remember
Just super aggressively. And just,
I won't say what tournament, but there was a tournament where you could look up like hashtag tournament name and you could find tweets about us. Being like, wow, they ruined my Tom Payne experience by screaming about H God. It's not Genesis. Anyway.
Oh, Shine.
Did you know, Patty?
Was it Shine?
Speaking of your cheering, do you know you're a button on Mango's stream now? No. Mango has a button for his Royal Flush pop off, but not the pop off, just the audio, and it's a Patty for Royal Flush going. It's so
That's
distinct.
tight.
Mango, mango, mango. You're the voice saying it. You're the homemade waffles of the new generation.
That's hilarious.
Saying it.
That is
He
sick.
has watched that clip multiple times and been like, this guy's my favorite.
And I'm like, this guy's not even a fan, Mango. He makes fun of me for how much I'm a fan.
It's because I'm using my my pop punk voice. Mango, man, I'm screaming like I'm at a punk show.
Rhythm. It's good intensity. It's good. It's
Great
good.
tournament.
It's a good pop up.
Good yeller.
He's a good yeller, for
Good
sure.
I
He's
was
trained.
I was thinking. So
Yeller.
Jack had replied to your post, your commentary post.
GG?
Jack Golden, yeah. He
I didn't even know.
He responded to your post
Yes.
calling me out, being like, "Oh, Mango's the best player. We have to talk about it more." Because your post was, "What do you hate about commentary?" And Jack says, "They don't mention Mango enough."
Does he really say that?
Yeah, and they tagged me because
Troll.
Yeah. And I wanted to reply to him but make a meme, but I was working, so I was like, I don't have time for this. But the meme I was gonna do was that SpongeBob clip where where everyone goes, the only people that don't like Krabby Patties are the ones that have never tried one. And I wanted to change it to, the only people that don't like Mango are people that haven't been there for when he wins. If you're there for a Mango win, you love fucking Mango.
Yeah.
Patty can attest to that.
Yeah.
Mango wins Royal Flush, not a single person in the crowd is upset. Even Armada is like,
True.
that son of a bitch.
And again, being there's a whole different thing. When I was going to tournaments, and there was a streak from Royal Flush to whenever, where every tournament I went to, Mango won.
It was SmashCon, Royal Flush.
It was Royal Flush, then I think then SmashCon, and then and then there was a couple more.
I feel like at Royal Flush, you were like, Ryan, I've never been there for a loss.
That's
I
true.
think it was
You might be right.
I think it was 2016 SmashCon, and then Royal Flush 2017.
And then I went to another SmashCon and then something else. But he kept winning. And I'm like, I need to keep going to these because Mango keeps on fucking winning.
His Mike's name was Lucky Charms.
True. I'd wear my smelly ass fucking C9 jersey or
But then
whatever the fuck it is.
it wasn't the case. Then a shine happened and didn't happen.
And I'm like, this sucks.
It's like, whatever.
Drink ourselves to death.
But the title of the stream and the title of this segment was Sonic Run vs. Naruto Run.
Didn't really get that until we started streaming.
I still don't get it.
I
want to explain it
I get
real
it
quick.
now.
And I might have a different explanation than you have, Patty.
Okay.
What do you get? I want to hear your opinion on it.
Okay, so it's like Sonic Run because the guy who started this whole conversation played Sonic and was running away from the opponents. And I think Ryan's mind went Sonic Run, Naruto Run, and then I think there's a more convoluted answer now, but I think that is really the basis of what happened.
It is.
And I agree with the thought process.
So the Naruto run has nothing to do with any of the other topics or anything like that?
Well, so here's the thing, right?
I'm so curious.
So here's the thing. So I was thinking about Sonic Run was the problem. Because this guy's running away as Sonic, it's the problem. And I was thinking what a Sonic Run is, which is, this.
One sec. This dude literally runs away from his opponent and then goes, "You're too slow," with the "You're too slow" tag above him, and his tag is "You're too slow."
In Ultimate,
That's his gameplay.
Sonic's taunt is "You're too slow."
That's his strategy.
So fire.
That's his strategy.
He's got such
And it's a
sick gimmick.
breakdance.
It's so sick.
It's a
How can you call him lame?
And for some reason, in Ultimate, taunts are like really easy to like cancel out of with other taunts. So you can do all your taunts really quickly in succession. There's no kind of like cooldown for them. So you can just do like breakdance, flip, "You're too slow," and it's like it's epic. But
and the tweet that actually blew up from him is
You're too
he
slow.
posted this, and someone was like, "Do you actually have fun playing?"
Oh, yeah.
And then he tweets back, "No,"
No.
and that's it. So sick. Sorry, continue. Sorry.
He's a torture.
so the point is, so Sonic Run bad was my opinion. Sonic Run
Naruto
bad,
Run.
and Sonic Run's like this. So I'm like, what else is like this as a run? Naruto Run. We all know Naruto
Area
Run.
51. Area 51.
Area 51. Naruto Run. I don't think they can see that. Oh, they could see that. So Naruto Run, good. So in my head, I was kind of comparing that like, so a Sonic Run is like a defensive runaway run, where Naruto Run is like a running towards the combat, towards the fight.
I see what you're saying.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I get it.
Can you explain it any other way?
I get it.
You got it. Basically.
I got it.
Yeah, it's just one of them is bad, and the other one is you're
One
going
is
towards conflict.
one is running, one is chasing.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Yes.
Good job, Ted.
Exactly like that. So it's like, so we're both running, but it's the direction you're running and the intent behind your run. When Eggman comes, Sonic's running away,
True, it is away mostly.
and when Sasuke runs away, Naruto is running that way to get him. So it's like the aggressive run versus the defensive run, and it's kind of weird that we make a barrier into that one is lame and one is cool, when essentially you're fucking just running a different direction, you know?
Pretty profound, Ryan.
Anyway, that's how my ADD brain works, and I'm just like, yes, connections.
It works. You're the what's his name from Always Sunny?
Charlie.
Yeah,
With the board?
the
Yeah.
strings,
Who is Pepe Sylvia? Exactly. That's my brain for things.
boxes full of Pepe.
But, yeah, so that's just, lame play. Lamers, I say lame on. You want to be lame? Lame. So go back to your point, Ted, which I really respect, is that a competition, fun's not a part of competition.
No.
A competition is very similar to clocking into your job.
Yeah.
If you're there to win, if you're there to do your job and win, then you fucking go and win. It's not about like the fun. I don't have fun at my desk.
Mm-hmm.
It's about fucking, I'm getting my job done, I'm doing my shit.
Play a video game.
Yeah.
But
If you have fun, that's great.
I have to say that your reason for entering a tournament doesn't have to be competition.
I agree.
I'm not saying if you're entering
No.
a tournament, you have to be competitive. Like, don't get that construed. 'Cause
No,
you
you
can definitely enter a tournament and not be there for the competition, or
There's
be a little in there for the competition, or
You
There's
can
an
definitely-
argument that a huge percentage of the melee group isn't there for competition.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
But the bunch of, BKB is all about the homies.
Yeah.
The homies.
Yeah. And that's sick.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You know, I'm the same way to a
And that's fine, but if you're there for the fun,
Yeah.
if you're going to the local to have some fun and chill, and you go 2 and 2, go 3 and 2, go 1 and 2, go 0 and 2, whatever, you leave the venue and you go, the appropriate response is, oh yeah, showed up in the bracket, had some fun, out of here. No problems. But it's the people that go in, like me even, being like, oh, I got fucking laying down by this fucking Sheik, Mars, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, well, dude, like, you fucking lost. Because the guy wanted to win, and you didn't want to win. You wanted to have fun.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Don't complain about it, because that's
Yeah.
you came to a tournament. You came to a
You
competition.
came to a competition.
overall, I think lame is objective, and I think a lot of melee competition.
Subjective.
Yeah, my bad. Subjective.
Objective.
Objective. I think being lame is subjective, and I think as a melee player competing in competition, your job is to come over what you perceive as lame.
Yeah.
Like
I
that's what your job is, as to beat your opponent. Like if I'm playing against a Sheik and I'm Fox and I think he's lame, I have to beat him regardless of the character he plays.
That's a weakness.
Yeah.
I would just say on that, speaking of your job, it depends on what your job is. If you consider, if you're maybe, and I don't know if Calvar feels this way, but if you're a Calvar and you're like, I want my career to be in content creation, in Melee, and that kind of stuff, then my job is to win this set, and, you know, if I have fun doing it, then, you know, power to me. But also, like, winning isn't
That's what I'm here for.
And it's what I'm here for. Yeah. But if your job isn't to win, then it's okay to play the way you want. And if you get far, you know, awesome.
Yeah. And if you're Calvar, you have the right to time out and 10, dude, by camping on the ledge for 8 minutes. Yeah. That's cool.
That is cool. That is cool. Yeah.
You guys really did just open my mind a little bit to where Calvar's job is to beat Hack's money in tournament, not to do a cool combo on Future Shock.
Yeah. True.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, I don't really think of it that way.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's
what he's there for.
Especially if you're a top player.
Yeah. It depends. It's all about your perspective in this bracket. What you want to accomplish. Sometimes when I enter a bracket, what I want to do on stream or off stream is I want to do a cool thing, and I want to, after the bracket, after I go, you know, whenever I go, hey, yo, homie, I did this fucking cool ass shit in brat. I did this, that. You can ask the guy. It was sick. And
Slippy. I got the Slippy bot.
Yeah, I have a Slippy bot. I'll fucking put it in. Like, that's what I do.
Oh, I'm kind of swinging crazy analogy. So an MMA fight just happened recently, okay? Dude, very under seed versus a guy who's very above seed. And there's a video that comes out. They fight to the 5th round because it's a championship fight. They go to the 5th round.
Of course.
And there's a video of the guy who inevitably pulls the upset in his corner. Him being like, there's a video, it's like 4th round, and him being like, dude, I'm having so much fun. And him like smiling about it. And then his coach is being like, focus. You are here to win. Think about how many times you've been here having fun and lost. And he's like, you're right. And then the next round he goes out, pulls the amazing upset, beats the person he shouldn't have beat.
Damn.
Interim title championship.
He's a cool guy.
And it's like a really cool video of him starting off just like super smiling and stuff, and then just going focus mode.
Damn, good coach.
Yeah, good coach. Good coach.
What's his name? Not the coach.
Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje. He's now fighting Habib Nurmagomedov for the championship.
Habib's scary.
And he just beat Tony Ferguson, who was on an 11-fight undefeated thing.
Yeah,
only reason he didn't fight Habib is because of a bunch of shit. But he just pulled away this crazy opportunity from this guy who deserved it more. Just because, you know, he was more in the moment.
Yeah.
You know, he was more there.
Yeah.
That's cool. Do you guys want to talk about Smurfs or what you hate about commentary?
Let's do commentary.
Let's do comms.
You do commentary?
We did a little bit of Smurf stuff last week.
Yeah, I feel like we did that last week.
Yeah, and we can circle back if we did. Yeah. So I made a post in New England Melee.
You sure did, Pat.
And the post was, what do you hate about commentary? I'm going to be honest, there were some ill intentions with that post. I'm making a clickbait-ass video with this content, but I still think it's relevant. I think anyone who's ever done commentary looks at that thread of like what you hate about commentary and is like, I'm guilty of at least a couple of these.
You know, actually, I think Michael hasn't seen the thread.
Nope.
And I just want to show you the first comment on the thread
with a good amount of likes.
With a great amount of likes. So
am I gonna feel bad about myself?
So things you wish commentators would stop doing.
Got you.
Posted it 10 hours ago. And then Ryan 10 hours ago posts.
Chat, go to New England Melee if you would like to see the post that we're talking about.
And it's a picture of Michael fucking going to town with some pasta.
That was so gross in that
spaghetti
picture.
just shoveled into
He's definitely getting fucking snow cloud.
But
That's funny.
that's just that was not a planned combo. That was just
Just happened to be like that.
Just happened to happen. But yeah, I thought, you know, despite your ill intentions, it's a good question because I as you know, someone who considers myself a commentator, like to know what people don't like about the commentary. It's about the viewers. So if they like, hey Ryan, like I hate when you do this thing, like I would like to know that.
So, first two things that come to your mind, where you're just like, dude, fuck, the commentators are doing this right now.
Saying something that's incorrect.
Yeah.
So number one.
It's literally
Saying,
the opposite of
okay,
their job.
here's my biggest one.
Oh please.
Fox up throws any character, doesn't hit the up air because he misses it.
Uh-huh.
The smash DI.
Ooh, yeah.
That one drives me crazy.
Yeah.
That one's stuff like that where they're just saying something that's wrong. It's like, no.
What if
and now all these people think that. However many stream viewers think that because people just take commentators' word as God.
So what if you cover
'Cause
options?
they should be skilled.
Yeah.
What if you cover options as a commentator, and because it's something super common to be like up throw peach, miss the up air, and be like, I don't know if that was smash DI or not.
Yeah, exactly.
But we gotta give Wally the credit here.
I don't know. I think that you should not speak on things that you don't know.
Sure. Yeah.
Agree.
Don't make an absolute
Yeah.
if you're not absolute yourself.
Commentators do it all. I mean, it's
Gun to
just
your head, did he miss a smash GI? If you're not saying yes, it's like, don't fucking say it.
And if you say missed the up air, it covers the smash DI.
But at the same time,
that's a good point.
Yeah.
At the same time, you know, I'm commentating and I have to talk.
Yeah.
Because one of the other things that's brought up on this thread is
Dead air.
dead air.
Which I do something. If I'm ever like,
It's hard.
yeah, there's some time where, yeah, I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
It is
But
hard.
in the same thread, it says you need to fill that air. I just want to fill that in.
That's
Definitely
true.
don't force anything.
That's
That's
all.
true.
It's also a thing.
That's
Don't
not bad.
just talk when you need to talk.
I make this point in a video that hopefully comes out someday, and it's that a lot of commentators are meeting their commentary duo on the mic for the first time, or at least having
At
their
bigger
first
tournaments, yeah.
one-on-one interaction with them.
Freddie.
You know what I mean? Like,
and-
there's so many times where it's like, this is actually the first time we're one-on-one talking, and now we're the voice of Joy Boy versus Thorn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
That's a lot.
Dude, that's my biggest problem with the how we go about the major commentary right now. Like, I understand they want to get other people together and do their things, but
If they're friends.
if there's two people in a scene, you could just lift into it. Instead of your major being Patty commentating with some Texas person or me commentating with some NorCal person, the real I would show would have me and Patty killing it, and that's who should be the people who are in the commentary zone.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't know. I just feel the way they go about it, it's you're meeting that person for the first time, and I don't think that I would get along with a lot of people right off the bat.
Yeah.
That's
And,
a hard thing to do.
And to add a little bit of relevancy here, I think Save does a good job of that. To where, if he brings someone on for commentary, he gives them the option to talk to someone they know. For instance, last night he brought on two sick SSBM women and had them commentate, and it was sick commentary.
Really?
Yeah. And
I
for
would
instance,
love to see that.
maybe if they were paired up with two people who they didn't know, it could have been a little bit more awkward and
I can only imagine.
Yeah, but they clearly
someone else was oh, that was a cool fucking down smash. Hey, do you know what down smash is?
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's an A down or a C down.
And they knew their shit. They were talking about how dope Michael is, and the stream enjoyed it, and it was cool. And those people could have been put in a weird scenario, if they just signed up as lonely in the commentary schedule. So I don't know. I think it's all about just having fun. Fuck it.
I started at regional tournaments. If I want to commentate in the forum or whatever, you just put me with someone from New England.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
That's
Because
not-
then it's in the past they have done it at I think the two. So
We've gone to New York tournaments and had fun on the mic.
yeah.
And what?
Yeah.
And I think a part of that also is in the defense of the organizers. In theory, if I have someone from if we're an event in fucking NorCal, and I have a guy from Texas and a guy from New England, then we're probably covering a lot of ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the
between
amount of
people
you know,
entered,
yeah.
someone's gonna know something, and that won't happen if I have two people from a region, any region, in there. That's less likely to happen.
Yeah.
Whereas one of these guys might be the hometown hero.
Did you just put stock money as one of those people though?
Oh, you got it. Stock it, do it. Stock it.
Yeah.
Give me the facts, rattle them off. You fucking go own it.
Ian even commented that on the post to where it'd be bro, just put stock money in the mic. He knows who Ian is.
Yeah.
He can put the narrative down.
Yeah.
But there were some cool comments in this thread that I really appreciated, and especially about just going on like how you perceive commentary as a thing.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any idea when you're on the mic? Do you have any kind of like mission in your head of what you want to convey? Are you trying to like do the storylines? Are you more trying to understand the game? Are you trying to do anything else?
Like, educate us.
Yeah.
I'm not qualified.
If you have a plan. Maybe you have no plan. No plan.
I think the job of every commentator in any game that has ever existed should be to entertain the people who are watching.
Yeah.
First and foremost. Because that can include educating, and you can work that in there by being fun while also telling people cool things that they might not know. D1, I think, goes a little too far on that spectrum, where he's... and, you know, it's a crappy balance depending on the tournament you're watching. Because if you're on EVO, and people are like, does Smash play this game that I know on EVO? And they're like, this is what a wave dash is. You're like, okay, fucking that.
That's different. That's different. See, people don't honestly know that, like, oh, Shine Dare's a true combo.
Yeah,
and it's like, they might need to know that.
But I think the best commentators in everything have always been the ones that have a lot of fun and can convey that they're having fun by watching a game that they like. And when you're having fun, everyone else should be having fun. You know what I'm saying? If you're enjoying yourself. That being said, that doesn't excuse like ignorance or anything like that. Like if you're being funny and having fun, but are relaying like false information or something like that, then you're doing a bad job.
Yeah. And to that sense, I think if I get on the mic at a local in New England, my job is to tell the stream who the fuck these players are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think that does become a little bit bogged down. You know, if you're Bonfire 10. And hearing who fucking, you know, this player, Jesse Shadow War Machine is, I think it's understandable to be like, bro, what are you doing?
I always like hearing other people's storylines of other people.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What about that? Like just like their perspective on it, like who this person is to them.
Yeah, but only like in New England, where it's like I know the player and I know the person, and I know their relationship, and I know my relationship.
Let's see their story about it. Like Jesse is a dick.
And then it's like. If you remember anything from a mom commentary at any point, the moments you remember are the ones where people are just fucking making jokes and having fun and making fun of somebody.
Yeah.
You don't remember people being like, this is Jesse's 5th match against
dude, I remember mom commentary. Who remembers the Patty hour? Where after the tournament would happen, Patty would just grab the mic and just fucking sit there and just fucking talk about videos or weird stories.
Usually with Weeaboo or Mateo.
Yeah.
I miss those guys.
Yeah, just talking all kinds of shit, just randomly.
Shouts out Beast Boy.
Shouts out Beast Boy.
Yeah,
I think he's going through some hard times right now, so send Beast Boy your love.
Damn.
But last point on commentary, I think something that I thought of personally when reading this thread. We all hop on the mic time to time. What do you feel like your personal, thing that you notice the most is in terms of like things that you wish you could just stop doing forever?
So like your own faults?
Yeah,
kind of?
like if you could pinpoint one thing and just be like, I will never do this on commentary again. What would it be for you?
So this ties into Ryan's, and it's like my goal when I get on Ryan's question, I should say. When I get on the mic, like I'm not trying to. I really don't try and overthink it, and I'm just trying to talk about the game. Mm-hmm. And I know that'll hold me back, like, and I'll never be a big commentator because of that.
I don't think so.
I don't think so
either.
But
I don't think so, dude.
No, but I'm never gonna be like.
Because my thing is the opposite, Ted. Is where. Oh, I apologize. Well, I was just kind of trying to.
Yeah.
But I don't think people necessarily. That's not what people get. Like, I think the point is to entertain. Like, I think that, like, similar to how Melee is a competition, it's not for fun. Mm-hmm. Commentary is for entertaining people.
Yeah.
Talking is what you do.
If you having fun is entertaining the stream, then that works out. But if you not having fun is entertaining the stream, that's something you got to do.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And I will not necessarily do that. And that will hold me back, and I'm not gonna stop.
I think you, when I listen to you talk about the game, are having the most fun when you are like this and that, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's not overthinking it. It's just what you're good at. And if you're having fun being good at something, people are gonna be like, that guy's pretty cool.
Your co-commentator means so much.
Yeah,
that's what I would say. It's a person you're bouncing off of.
Majors should do duos.
Was that?
Majors should just do duos.
They often do.
You can only apply as a commentator if you
I understand. Yeah. That's what I was talking about. Yeah. It would make more sense to, like, have, like, hey, we have chemistry. We can have fun.
Here's a couple videos.
Like, let us have fun on your stream.
I think if you apply to the Big House commentary, they are like, who would you like to be paired up with?
Yeah.
But you know, in the world where everyone has to be scheduled for events and
Yeah, it's like
commentators
so
are
much
running
work.
events, then it's just
But
like,
Ted,
sorry, I know you said Jackzilla, but Jackzilla's playing pools at this time.
but that's what Ted's saying is that, like, I think at least.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
take that work away from the TOs, make the people sign up as teams,
Yeah.
and they're
No,
already paired up.
I see what
and,
you're saying.
Because if I'm entering, if I'm submitting to a major, and I say, hey, I want to commentate this major, I'm not saying, dude, I'd love to commentate me and fucking Michael Allen or just kill this pool set. Let me tell you, you can't say that because then the person reads that and goes, you and Michael Allen. Okay, I don't know who you are. I don't know who Michael Allen is. Like, fuck off, go away.
That's what really exists.
But if I was like, hey, like, dude, like, me and Stude have, like, we've met each other and we are friends, which is true, but, like, we haven't commentated much together. So it's like, you can get that, like, oh, I'd love to commentate with this guy, but it's not that chemistry.
and he might not say he wants to commentate with you.
Exactly, yeah.
And something weird I kind of realized is that, you know, Thorn, just random New England players because it's relevant to us. Thorn and Joy Boy could have the sickest set ever on stream, but if the commentators aren't there to like help that set be something entertaining, then no one's gonna fucking remember that
gives a
set.
shit? Yeah.
Because you always remember your favorite Melee moments accompanied by commentators, a group or a fucking duo. It's kind of weird.
I wouldn't say that exactly, Patty, but I would say that the commentator can ruin the moment.
Yeah,
They
you're
can
right.
ruin it. Like a sick moment can happen, and the commentator can be like flat, like sea level. Like, oh, this, that, cool, yeah, whoa.
They're just talking about something else and they don't say anything.
That's the problem. That's
Yeah.
the problem. That's the problem when a sick fucking thing happens, and the commentator's just like, oh, dude, and I'm guilty of this.
Yeah, I was saying, we do this all the
I will
time.
say this. I'm not above that, but it's like, you know, this sick thing happens, and then the commentators are like, "Oh, dude, yeah, last night at fucking Ben and Jerry." Like, it's like it's not. You're ruining the moment. You're ruining what's happening on the fucking screen, which what you should be commentating for.
Then it becomes the Ryan Katowski show, and it's not the Ryan Katowski show.
No, it's fucking Thorn and Joy Boy are playing.
Yeah,
Can we
exactly.
respect the good players?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guilty of that. I totally agree.
Yeah. So let me go through some of these just real quick. Lightning round.
Oh.
Problem with commentary. Okay, so starting off strong. I want to give this a little more of a lightning round. Going off on too many tangents.
So,
Any thoughts on that?
Tangents is the one that I would say I personally wish I could dumb down.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think Tangents necessarily sums it up in a correct way. I think it's Tangents not relevant to the game. Because I think if you're going on a tangent about SFOP while SFOP is playing on stream, it is relevant. Like if you're talking about something about how cool SFOP is in his combo videos and then suddenly SFOP does a cool combo, that's relevant. But if you're going on a fucking, like you said, about your Ben and Jerry's order, yeah, it's not really relevant to the match.
It makes sense.
But if it's funny, then there's kind of a line to where like it's allowed, and that becomes like such a gray line while commentating. To where if you're funny enough and entertaining, then that's fine.
There are no rules.
But I think there
are some rules.
I think that gray line gets a lot more crossed when you're not a top level commentator.
Yeah.
But Ted, you say you're not a tangent person per se.
I try. Well, when I say talk, I try and just talk. Excuse me. My goal is to talk about the game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm trying to do. Like that's my goal. Is just to talk about the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, obviously, I like anybody else with ADD get distracted, and we'll try and go somewhere.
Let's go.
You know?
Props.
Have you ever noticed that? I don't know how many like FGC stuff you guys watch outside of Melee, even like Evo or whatever the fuck. But
No.
Melee and
Sometimes.
the Smash games are so much more. The commentators go on so many more tangents than FGC commentators do. It is crazy. Those guys are focused.
Michael,
Yeah,
I will give you one piece into that. I would just say, I would say 8 minutes.
That is true.
To a minute and a half.
That's totally true.
But I would say every other esport is much more focused on the game.
I think
Every
no
other
I think
competitive
no
game.
round is as long as 8 minutes.
League of Legends?
Yeah, and
Really? I was about to say, I've watched just like
Dota?
8 hours straight of Dota where they only talk about the game.
Which sounds exhausting.
I'm coming from a fighting game perspective. I do not know that. So I said esports. That is my fault.
Yeah, you're right.
I meant fighting games.
Yeah.
Fighting games do not tend to be longer than 8 minutes.
Yeah, true.
Even 4 minutes.
That's
The
true.
typical
Okay.
Melee timestamp.
It is a different world.
to Ted's point, if a game with longer fucking runtime can talk about the match more than we can, that's a little bit more embarrassing to us. To where a game where it has constant interactions literally every single second that you're watching.
Yeah.
And I think there was a point in my personal commentary career where I realized, I can be a color commentator and explain what's happening in the game while still being fun and entertaining. Mm-hmm. And I think there is that line, and a lot of people just choose to be full on, just fucking, I'm just going to talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about, as opposed to like, he did this in a cool way, which is kind of like how 50 Cent did this. There's a way where you can be fucking funny.
Patty, I think the big
okay?
the big thing with commentary and the tangents is that there's two differences. The bad commentators, they go on tangents. What happens is they go, "Oh, that's a cool thing," like 50 Cent, and then their eyes roll to the back of their head, and they're just like talking about this story, and they have no fucking idea what's going on.
Yeah.
And the better commentators that go on tangents will say their story while focused on the match. And if something then breaks their story, they will go, "Wait a minute, fuck that. What the fuck just happened?" And talk about that instead. Is that what you guys get?
Yeah, for sure,
you know?
for sure. But something I'm going to bring up in my inevitable clickbait video is that I think the top level commentators are subject to being distracted. For instance, there's definitely an Evo commentary where Scar is literally playing a Final Fantasy game the entire time.
That's true.
That happened in our timeline of showcasing Melee.
Scar's
And I'm not necessarily saying Scar is to blame for Melee not becoming a mainstream thing, but I think interactions like Scar talking about Final Fantasy on all of Top 8 commentary makes people not be as interested in what the fuck's happening.
It's just people who think they have something to say about a matter, and they're trying to relate it desperately to the viewers.
I think Scar is an outlier, though.
I think Scar's great at what he does. And I was still interested in him talking about Final Fantasy, but that's because I'm interested in Scar.
Exactly.
And I'm not fucking random Street Fighter 5 guy who's watching my first Melee Top 8 commentary.
Yeah.
And just being like, what the fuck is happening?
It's
What are we talking about?
It's probably also just important to notice that we are comparing a lot of commentary to the Evo standard, but that's not an Evo standard commentary is so much different. Evo is the biggest fighting game tournament in the world, where people who are watching Melee do not know a thing about Melee.
Yeah.
And that requires a different kind of commentary. Whereas, Ted, you were mentioning regional commentary, and that's kind of like the heart and soul of Melee. It's like,
Agreed.
we all came from different states, and we're at this location.
Yeah.
We're talking about this. Majors, it kind of strays away from that.
Yeah,
but
it's too commercial almost, or too high level. I don't know.
I wouldn't even say commercial. Yeah, there's more stress on like I have to make my mark, I have to say the things. Where regional commentary is more about just fucking actually getting to the meat of it and like saying
just some
things.
good old fashioned Melee.
Yeah, some good old fashioned Melee.
Well, you know where the best every reel I've ever watched has been clips from pools and like doubles. There's like hardly ever, and maybe it's like the pinnacle, but a lot of player or comm reels come from when you're just vibing out during fucking pools or in doubles and stuff like that.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Like seriously.
Are you commentating for the comm reels, or are you commentating for the people watching?
Oh no! What I'm saying is,
I think I see what Mike's saying.
those are the moments
playing
that
for fun, or are you playing for the competition?
the moments that person chose to pick. I guess if your intention is to go on commentary and fucking set up real clips for yourself, then you're a piece of shit. And you're doing it wrong.
Yeah. That's like that's like the dark D1. Nothing D1 does this.
No, I would say
like
that's
the
what
evil
Simon Ludwig
D1.
do.
But if your goal,
I would
that's
not
great.
say that.
I think they just have fun.
I agree with you, but in a different sense. I think if your goal is to have fun on commentary, that creates a lot of like fucking clippable or like
Yeah.
commentary reel moments.
I agree.
Because you're having fun on commentary and not just being dull fucking.
But it's not for the clips.
I think Gatsu is gonna do
But
this
that happens.
knee here, and
You
then
get a
this
lot of
knee
clips
here
out of it.
happens.
I think fun.
But it's that's a side effect of having fun. I don't
Yeah,
think they're getting
okay,
on.
yeah.
They're not on the
it's
microphone.
not like it's not like what will the chat enjoy? Let's do that bit. It's Michael. What do we think is funny? This is funny. Let's do this funny thing.
Exactly.
Like, let's have this conversation about this funny thing. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it goes off.
I love comic.
Let's go more lightning round now.
Zoom it quick.
Tori says talking is bad. Stop talking.
Yeah,
Okay,
only
so-
comments with a lot of likes.
Hold on. I have the big ones that came out of this.
You going on?
Be prepared.
Eating while commentating was the first one because Michael Allen was.
I do that shit all the time.
I think there's less to say about that because it's not as like
No, it's obvious.
subjective. It's just like
Just don't do that. Yeah.
I'm so hungry and I've been not eating.
So in our house, doing our net play stream, where the results do not matter, Michael can eat on stream.
I still do it.
It's okay.
I should have said this earlier. All these commentary standards do not apply to
No,
anything
no,
on
no,
our
no.
couch.
Our couch, we're just chilling. We are hanging out. We're shooting the shit.
We're in our house just watching Melee on TV.
So I had a real brief aside. I was talking to Matt.Zeb and about.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
I know him.
Yeah,
He talks to him.
I know. Hey, come on.
at Matt.Zeb if you know who that is.
Actually,
I'm gonna add him.
I call him Matthew. I call him Matthew.
I call him Zabrowski.
Matthew.
I call him
Zab. Yo, it's good, Zab.
I call him my Polish brother. I say, hey, yo,
Polski.
so
the
yo,
Polak.
ski to ski. Like, what's up?
Ski to ski.
Anyway,
Ski,
so
like a-
fucking
That's fun.
so talking to Matt, and I'm like, hey Matt, like I know you wanted me to tell you when the highlight video was live, which it is. Check it out on YouTube, Allston Melee, of 2007 Amano. And I said, hey, here's the video. Also, Matt, I'd love your like side opinion on how you feel with how the content's going. Like, do you like the way I'm making the videos? Because obviously my
Do you
friend.
love it? Do you hate it?
Yeah.
What would you rate it? You're the
What-
best. You're the
what
best.
would
What would I
you
review
rate it?
next?
So I asked him
As
about
an
it.
unbiased friend of the podcast.
Friend of the podcast. Friend of the
Please subscribe. Please
Just
subscribe.
something.
Right?
Just something, dude.
Press the bell as well.
It's like my friends obviously want me to do it because it's it's literally free views. Like just anything you make, how shitty as it is, it's gonna get something.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Matt, you've seen these GR Smash videos people were talking about.
People still watch them.
What do you think? Yeah, they're great. So what do you think? What do you
Yeah.
think about them? And he was telling me not enough melee. And what I respond to that to your point, Ted, about our commentary is that it's a stream highlight. It's not a melee highlight.
Yeah.
It's if you watch the whole stream front to back from minute 1 to fucking hour 4, what you're getting there is fucking us being shitheads,
Yep.
some pretty okay melee, us being less shitheads, and then good melee at the end.
Yeah. And us maybe getting sloppy at the end.
And then at the end, the trail derails.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
I'm like falling asleep on the couch.
Yeah. We're eating food, we're drinking, I'm fucking black. Something's happening.
And to that point, I think in terms of the last comments on the thread, I think being distracted is one of the ones that people like phrase differently, but kind of is relevant in terms of if you're watching pools at a tournament. And the last one, I think overanalyzing is the only way we didn't talk about. Someone being like, oh, he went to Dreamland because of this one specific interaction on Battlefield. He probably didn't go to Dreamland because of that one interaction. Like, you're probably overanalyzing. He probably went to Dreamland because he plays Puff. And this is a good stage for him.
Was that Ember?
Yeah, Ember kind of phrased it in a funny way,
Yeah.
but the point you're trying to make still stands.
I agree with them though.
I agree.
It's big truth.
People feel the need
It's
to
like,
film
why the fuck why are you saying this shit?
Yeah.
What's the fucking deal?
They're like, yeah.
Can we do cues? Cues.
Yeah.
I have a quick cue for you guys. What is your least favorite commentary term? What is a thing someone says on commentary where you're like, fucking can you stop?
I already said mine.
You did already say that.
What was yours?
That DI on the
Good answer. I mean, this answer is inspired by Ant, who in the thread said slobber knocker.
Oh yeah, that's annoying.
Saber knocker, and I'm
I'm
guilty
sick of that too.
I'm guilty of it. It sucks. What a shitty thing to say.
It sucks for.
It's a funny word. It's been.
Oh
out.
man, they're attacking each other, and it's crazy.
It's such a dead
slobber knocker.
It's such a dead horse.
It
For
is.
sure guilty of this, but if you're behind the CRT screaming tight battle, that is so much more effective than saying tight battle on the commentary. Like, there's something different about screaming tight battle last stock behind a CRT as opposed to saying it on the mic. And I don't know, it just feels so played out on the mic for me.
Really?
Yeah, and I think I say it a lot too, so that adds to my personal
get you.
frustration about it.
It's like when you're in the crowd and you're just like, yo, like, oh, you tight battle, like you're excited about it, and the commentary you're like informing people, like, oh, this is a tight battle, and it's like,
Yeah, I know that.
we can,
I'm very aware.
I am at my computer desk watching Melee, heartbeat at 0. like I know it's a tight battle.
Yeah.
In the crowd, everyone's like, oh
Yeah.
my god,
When I'm-
tight battle, baby.
When I'm yelling it in the crowd, it's a signal for everyone around me to watch the match
to get tense.
and for the players to suddenly become tense.
Yeah.
Like, hey, just want to let you know it's a tight battle. And that's different when you're on commentary.
That's it. Michael, any thoughts on?
Similar vein, I think when I say this, and I know a lot of people say this too much. It's like even it back up when somebody comes back from something. Even it back up is it's just duh, fucking moron. Anyone with eyes can see that these two players are like a similar.
Even to back up.
Even to back up, and it's just like fuck off. I don't know. I hate even to back up, and I do it all the fucking time.
What does Tien say? Tien's got a word.
Grimy or godlike. That's
That's the only thing Tien says.
grimy or godlike. Oh, Tien.
He says like back to. Do you know that he has?
Back to the match.
Even back to 0. Back to.
No, it's some weird. It's like some nerd word.
Right.
It's sick.
You
though.
said the nerd word.
It's sick. I don't know, but if you have any chat questions, let's take them now.
We'll figure it out. Research.
We're relaxed. I do have another question for us though, and that's if I said right. So we were gonna possibly do a Smurf tournament this past week, and if you had to make a Smurf name up for this event, just first thing to your mind, what are you going for? What is you can't enter your normal tag. That's obviously impossible. What do you enter as your Smurf tag in a tournament that requires? Because Ginger's tournament's happening right now. Mm-hmm. The Smurf Fuckfest or whatever. What do you guys got?
I'm sure that this is taken, but Poop King hopped into my brain.
Poop King.
That's
good. That's fine. Because Taken adds to the appeal, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, sort
you know what I mean? It's like, oh my god, he's just
Who
Poop
knows?
King. Yeah, who knows? Anyone could think this.
Probably poo emoji as my Abby.
I think Poop King is the one we had on the TV tag list. I think
Did
we had Poop King.
That might be where it came from.
Poop King's
It
sick.
sounds familiar.
It's
It sounds familiar.
It's a good
for sure.
tag.
Yeah.
I like Poop King.
I've said this before. I would love to enter a tournament as Diz Kid and play Ice Climbers.
But no boogie.
No boogie.
That's awesome.
Ooh,
And there's Diz Kid.
character's important. Ted, are you playing any different character under your tag?
I'd love-
King and Fox.
If I enter as Diz Kid, I would love for them to seed me. However, I've thought about, from running these netplay tournaments, I've thought about entering as like, I am the TO of the tournament. Like Ginger's tournament, a tournament that I'm not the TO of, and just like making my own rules up in the netplay chat. They believe me probably. It's like, oh, our connection's unplayable because of this. I'm taking the win because I'm in Minnesota. Sorry.
Yeah. Whoops.
I'm Ginger's cat, actually. I'm sure he has a cat. I don't know that.
Oh, for me? You ain't ready yet? Well, I have a bunch of alt tags. I was keeping a little document on my phone. I'll go for some. So one of them, I think, actually you kind of discovered, and I just wrote down, and that's Tony's Hawk Underground.
Did I do that?
Yeah, you mentioned that. It's not Tony's Hawk, the game of Tony's Hawk. It's
Tony
Tony's.
Hawk's Underground.
It's Tony's pet hawk,
Yeah.
who is underground. Tony's Hawk, underground.
Both real games. Just getting
The Tony Hawk games are
So
good.
sick.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So
What are they?
sick. For his 52nd birthday, it's like, hey guys, 52.
Big 52.
Speaking
Not
of
gonna
which,
lie.
I'm making the games good.
Love the Tony Hawk stories of people being like, "Are you Tony Hawk?" And you're like, "Yes." And I'd be like,
That's all his Twitter is.
Cool. That is all his Twitter.
Well,
is.
he is a depressed, like, tall white guy.
It's so
so
sick.
it's like, I can see people being like, "Are you Tony Hawk?" It's like, yeah.
There's one good one. It's like, "Woman on the airplane. Are you Tony Hawk?" Yes. That's just like the skateboarder. Wonder what he's up to now. This.
It's me. No, it's cool. I like it.
To give two more off my list, I will say Uncle Scam is a good tag.
Oh, okay, Uncle Sam.
It's got a
Okay.
good
Uncle
tag. but I
Scam.
like it. Not at all a good tag. I like it.
I kind of like it.
It's not a good tag.
It's such a good tag. And personally, for myself, the CEO of wearing jorts.
Oh, nice, dude. The king.
I'm the boss.
I like it.
Wearing jorts. And I had a tag from, I recently found out my ex-girlfriend's porn name. Not porn name, but stripper name.
Same
That's
thing.
a long tag.
So that's something I'm thinking
That's pretty
Vera
good.
Vendetta or Vera Vendetta's ex. Great tag.
I like that. I like just the tag as. I recently found out my ex-girlfriend.
That's pretty good, too. I like that one.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I have a long list. I wrote them down.
Keep some notes.
All right, so chat questions.
Michael, you go.
I don't have one.
Oh, my bad.
What a
That you did.
stupid bitch.
I don't have one.
You have no idea. Your tag is
I've never
K
thought
Lemon,
about it.
and you've never thought.
I don't even like my tag.
You've never thought of a different tag, and your tag is K
Android has
Lemon.
multiple different tags.
Yeah, there's Flexington Steel.
Awesome.
There's
Great.
Alvin Yakitori.
Great.
Jones Bones Malones.
Jones Malone's. There's
Alvin Yakitori's pretty good. I like that one.
Victor Von Jovi is one of them.
Haley Simp.
I do love Haley.
Christ.
What's the name of the mining town in
He's gotten worse.
Right.
It's not gotten worse.
What? Salvador?
What?
All right, please move on.
Nothing has changed.
I think he's gotten more
We,
open.
we kind of answered this already.
What's the name of the mining town in RuneScape?
But
Fallior.
speed round.
Falvador.
I like Fallior.
No, it's less syllables than that. Valdor.
It's not Varrock. It's not the
Falvador.
mining
Varrock?
Falvador has the mining guild in it, and you can fucking money match me for that.
That's cool.
Falvador's the one with
I
the
got
part with the
sorry, I'm
scorpions
sorry.
in it,
You're right.
right?
Varrock is the one.
No.
It's like the
Anyway!
desert area.
No.
Comb,
That isn't
Comb in our mentions.
What's the
Comb
desert
is
area?
in our mentions.
Ala Kabar or some shit.
That's my
Comb
favorite.
is in our mentions, and he says we kind of already answered this, but speed round. What are your least favorite stock phrases in melee commentary? Go. One that
Wait,
you haven't
stock SOCT
No,
or
K.
STO?
There's a K in there. Go.
We already did this.
I hate when people make fun of nice back hair.
Or make fun of it. So when a nice back there happens, I'm trying to understand it.
It's fine.
So you're saying like people are like, oh, nice back hair. Like,
Yeah,
I'm saying
when
this.
people like say it as like a troll, it's like that was just a nice back hair, dude.
Sometimes you want to
they're
say
nice.
it,
Sometimes the back hair just looks pretty.
and you want to say, hey, that was a good back hair.
What do you want from me?
I agree.
And I don't mind when commentators say it. I'm like, I agree.
Yeah, it can be a nice back hair. Can we not taboo the word?
Yeah, true.
Ted's answer is my answer.
Okay.
You have no opinions this time.
I think it's good because every time I'm about to say
Yeah.
it, I feel like I'm
No,
about to
it's
get
the one.
fucking crucified.
It's
if
the
I say
one.
this.
It's the
It's
one.
the one.
No.
It's on hats.
But for me, it might be to over relying on like fucking stage knowledge or something.
Oh yes,
You know,
talkers are
fucking,
annoying.
I love one of my favorite commentary phrases to make fun of. Is like, oh, FD is so interesting because, fun fact, there are no platforms in FD. Although you could say FD is a platform. Like fucking, oh my god, shut the fuck up,
Have you heard multiple people say that?
dude. Oh, yeah. You watching fucking FD games? People are like,
It's one giant platform.
They're like, oh my god, this is this is pretty cool because in this matchup you don't have any platforms. I don't know if you guys can see that in the space that we're occupying.
You're 100% right.
It's just like, God, yeah, dude, I have eyes.
Every single time a Sheik plays on FD, it's like, oh, I wonder what we're gonna talk about in this game.
I'm definitely guilty of that.
No, me too, dude.
Yoshi's. Small.
Yeah,
And-
dude.
and
Yeah.
Mars is
Small,
good.
yeah, small.
Look how small it is.
Yoshi's small.
Small stage, huh?
Oh,
Pretty small.
Dreamland. Yo, he wants to live.
Yeah.
He
Big
wants-
one. Big
he
fat
wants
ass,
to
dumb
live.
Chubbs McKenzie ass stage.
Oh wait, another one of mine.
I'm pretty sure Patty doesn't.
We
get
live
answers.
in.
We live in.
I'm like,
oh, he lived. Oh.
Living is a classic.
just we live in just that one. Also, anything the moon
living.
says that DJ Nintendo doesn't say.
Because whatever Nintendo says is.
Yeah.
It's like the Bible.
Well, I guess if DJ Nintendo says it's fine, but Moon says he's just fine.
The moon's like a cave to echo the god that is DJ Nintendo.
Exactly.
Nintendo says Schleish, and then like fucking 10 years later, Moon's like
Schleish!
Schleish.
And then everyone's saying Schleish.
And it's like, Moon, like, we heard that fucking.
Get some
years
original
ago.
material.
Yeah, us
You know what
DJ
I'm
Nintendo fucking fanatics out
Yeah.
here.
The Amy
We
Schumer
know.
of fucking
Hey.
commentary.
We're all about the construction boots.
Papaya smash.
Crazy legs.
Hey, Patty, you have an answer?
I'm trying to think of one.
This whole time?
I had one that I lost.
I was
it.
stalling so hard.
I know. I really was gonna say Ted's answer, and I was like, no, wait, I have one.
That is the best answer.
It's a good answer.
There
Don't
was-
make fun of nice backer. Let nice backers be nice backers.
Mm.
Sometimes backer is a strong move on most characters, and it's a great kill move on most. A backer rarely ever combos.
Yeah.
A backer is kind of like the end move for a lot of characters.
Depends on the character.
But like, you know, like once you get past like 50, 60%, a backer is sending you pretty fucking far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No backer is like, oh yeah, never set up for my up tilt. No, they're flying.
Yeah,
So-
and something that was mentioned in the thread that I think is relevant here is just like saying the moves of a combo thread. I don't think it's
Oh,
necessarily
yeah.
Ooh, up tilt?
the best way to
Oh,
like.
up tilt, up air. Oh my god, back air.
There's
I
a
know,
reason why that combo is hype, and being able to explain that is a skill. But you know, it's hard.
Totally.
Just pop off. Say they're owning them.
You know.
Last question, as far as I'm aware.
Sure.
We'll check after. But the opposite. The opposite. What's your favorite set commentary if you have one? So something that comes to mind where it's like these commentators help the game be more relevant.
Anything with lovage.
Fuck.
What about
I'm sorry.
it?
Let's go back real quick. I just remembered
What
what the fuck
what?
I was going to talk about real
What?
quick. I think. I'm sorry. I just remembered.
The floor is yours.
So I think neutral game is one of the biggest like shitters thing you can say in commentary. I think just
Back to
explain
neutral.
I think explaining neutral game as we're in neutral now.
Yeah,
is,
that sucks. Yeah.
I think you can very
we've
easily.
entered neutral mode.
Yeah, something I've tried to do on commentary is just very easily be like, what is the move we're looking for in neutral? If I am from the perspective of this player, and I think that just like helps guide the commentary so much more. Sorry, had to bring that up.
Yes.
Anyway,
But lovage commentary you personally enjoy.
Yeah.
What about it?
I don't know.
He's
What-
cool. He's a good
Fun
guy.
to listen to.
What hits
he
you?
is.
He's smart. He talks pretty quick. He's on his feet. A technical player.
Yeah.
Lots of history in the scene.
Yeah. I think he's just smart. Knows good shit. Presents it in an enjoyable manner.
Can do it. He only really does it though. Lovage only really commentates tournaments
rare.
that like bring him on and pay him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
dude.
I feel like he's not going for the commentary, but necessarily the tournaments will be like, "Hey, Lovage, we'll pay you to do this," and he's like,
Okay.
"Absolutely, I will talk hype about the game." Like his commentary on Down the Summit, like, you know, I don't really think that's the actual Lovage,
No.
but it's definitely they're hiring his personality, and he brings his personality to the commentary. that they
No,
hire.
yeah. He definitely, like, I'm sure that he isn't that person necessarily. But
Yeah,
He,
but he brings it. He brings it. Great.
But yeah, he just is smart and presents
It's
it
good.
well.
It's good
Yeah.
commentary.
It's good commentary.
He does a good job. I super agree with that. Mike, you have any thoughts on?
I already said, but like specifically, I could probably think about it more, but I don't have enough time. I really miss Homie Waffles and Phil. I think they're the best duo that we've ever had, in my opinion.
enables them both to have fun.
Yeah, and then because they were there when it was small, and then they were there when it was big, and so they just had all of that
They
energy
were
and stuff.
The OGs, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
They're the originals.
Do you remember
OG's
fucking,
having fun too.
when randomly in the last Genesis they just fucking film at the sub goal or whatever?
Yeah.
And it was just like they cut it for ads and they come back for top 16 and it's Homie Waffles and Phil.
Yeah.
And,
Sick shit.
and Phil was just like, "Hey, what's up?"
But
Like that shit is so fun.
he's it.
He's
He's great.
I didn't know he was gone for any amount of time.
No,
Oh
he,
yeah, he's
he
gone.
retired.
He's
Yeah,
gone.
he's done.
He's over.
Ryan, do you have any moments that commentary sparks up to you?
Any moments? Honestly, I'm just a fan of the Scar and Toph shit gets me all pretty good. I'm a big fan of commentaries. It's individuals being mixed up. I think that's always fun. But like what I prioritize most in commentary is kind of like their chemistry. Like I people can talk about the game and all the intricacies, and like I don't want to hear that. Like you could have two fucking task melee nerds sitting on a desk explaining all the things, and it would be very helpful and very cool and very good to hear that part. But what I want to hear is I just want to hear some fucking outlandish shit and just like some like actual banter.
Yeah.
So like for me, like any. Like when I think of good commentary, I'm always thinking of like Scar and Toph, and I'm thinking of like Simon Ludwig, and just people who can actually make it entertaining to watch the stream, and express what's going on. Like that is good to me.
Hot take: the players. So as much as commentary has, brought its attention to me, I think that one top 8 where they ran Genesis with the doubles being mic'd up was one of the most like relevant things that I think about all the time.
That's it.
Hearing like SFAT and PPU drop their like hidden little gems in terms of like hot and cold and not fully understanding what they're talking about was way cooler than hearing whatever the fuck Vish and Chillin had to say about the double set.
I'm so sick
Like
of
that was so sick to hear what the fuck they were talking about in between sets. And even if they sometimes cut in the middle of the set to what they were talking about, if like they're in between stocks and it was relevant. And I just thought that was like
that is really cool.
I thought that was so cool. It was like because they kind of have to talk in double sets as opposed to being in single sets. And there's never a point where you have to explain what you're doing. It's Mango.
Yeah.
But just having that insight to being like, oh, fuck, this is exactly what these players are thinking in these high-tension moments was super fucking cool. I wish more tournaments did that. I think one of those Genesis in there was like a low-tier city. It was like the only tournaments that ever did that.
I've seen a conversation about this. It might have been in the second episode of the Scar and Toph show. It might have been. I'm not sure. But, like, the idea is that, remember that time where that was a focus? People were like, oh, dude, we have to mic up with doubles players. We gotta hear their shit. And, like, honestly, usually, so SFAT and PPU, Patty, yes. Yeah. Yes, they're talking about it. I feel like the opposite comparisons, like Moon and DJ, are just, like, saying, like, outlandish shit.
I love it, though. I love that comparison.
No, but like, so imagine you're a stream runner trying to keep this on Twitch, keep this kid friendly, and then Moon and fucking DJ are saying
we gotta fuck him up. Fuck him SFAT. Fuck him SFAT. Dude, I love it.
Yo, dude, we gotta do this shit. It's not good. It's not good.
There's a time. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a time that's really famous where miking. It's true. You do gamble miking up the players because there's a league. I remember there's a League of Legends game with C9. I think it was like Sneaky and Medios, and they were about to win the game. And they were just talking to each other, and Sneaky's like, come in his eye. He's like, yeah, I'm going to come in his eye. Come in his eye, He's like, yes, I came in his eye! And then it was just ridiculous. And of course, after that, they stopped miking up commentators. It's some fucking...
Yeah.
It hurts.
But, like, let the players do their thing. Like, that sucks to mic them up. And I think in Melee, like, we have an obsession with, like, the minds of these players doing their things. Like, and it is interesting at a point, but, like... Dude, it is literally only interesting in Melee doubles at, like, top 4.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, top 16.
Who gives a shit?
They're like, Dreamline? It's like, Battlefield? It's like, yeah, Battlefield, yeah. Like, that's the conversation.
Dude, I think that's the most underdeveloped part of doubles. It's the communication between
talking.
teammates.
And if they talked more, we could mic them up more. And that would be, like, the answer to that.
Yeah, and a lot of people started talking about SFAT and PPU's like calls in that set, and then no one ever talked about it again after they were like, we're not doing this anymore because you guys are reading too hard into what we're talking about.
Ooh, it's like baseball.
They said that. They said, we don't want you guys figuring out what the fuck we're actually talking about. And this kind of gave too much insight into what the fuck we're talking about.
What is it weird?
I mean,
It's
I get
H-boxy.
it. I get it.
It is H-boxy. It is H-boxy.
If they have secret codes and you're starting to kind of figure out what codes they're doing from the commentary, I get it.
For some reason, it's different though when it's teams. I don't know why, but I kind of
It's way
feel
lamer
like-
if it's singles.
Well,
Yeah.
It is
I don't know why.
You're a piece of shit.
well, like if Ted and I are on a team, then like I want to communicate with Ted what I want to do and take a react to what I want to do. And we'll produce as an addition sign a product. But HBox is a single person, so when HBox is like, I won't tell you what I'm gonna do, he's the only factor in his equation. Like, I can say, hey Ted, you grab the ledge, I'll rest him. But like that isn't guaranteed to happen because Ted could, fuck up the ledge guard and I could fuck up the rest.
I guess.
But
I don't know.
HBox is the one who's like, oh, I'm gonna do this.
He's gatekeeping his secrets.
It's gatekeeping all around. It's just like
No, that's
fucking
true.
holding on to it.
I think it's just because it's like sports. I literally just think that's why. It's because in sports, it's like, secrets are cool.
Like football?
Yeah.
They got fucking
We need secrets.
pictures of Tweety Bird, and it's like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah,
I don't
big
know.
X going on.
That's 3 X's.
Red X's? Are they red X's?
I can't keep. Write that down. Write that down.
But I think it's like an insecurity though, because like, do you think SFAT and PPU think that if people knew their strategy, they could become their level?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's so
I don't
stupid.
know.
People
Yes.
in SFAT are way more talented than everybody.
They're also idiots.
Seeing one of them team with someone
That's
else makes me be like, yes. For sure.
I agree.
I've seen PPU team with like Toph and then do crazy shit with Toph. I genuinely believe that these people have the team strategy figured out so much more than other people do. And that's the reason that they're able to compete with like Armada level players and teams. Is because they have it more figured out than Armada and Android do at the end of the day. As much as they're probably better team players than they are.
But like, let's think about like what that means for the scene. Like, I understand them being like, we can't share our secrets, but like, also like, remember this game that we love that is from 2001?
I think they gave...
Wouldn't you want to share some kind of magic power you have?
I think
to
they
all the
gave
players?
away enough of the blueprint for more people to figure it out. Because at the end of the day, it really is just hot and cold. Like, that really
PC
is...
Chris.
It really is just what they're doing. They're just being like, oh, we kill him now. Or oh, we go back to center stage now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anything y'all would like to say before we finish this podcast out?
Did a
Good
lot.
night.
Fat load of talking, and I liked it.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. We're chilling. If you have any ideas what you want us to talk about next time, like we would love any tweets or whatever. The next Amano might have a different rule set. We're not sure quite yet, but like we'll hopefully at you by like tomorrow. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe. We have a thing coming. We have a separate means.
It's true.
How close is that to being done?
I have the picture. I just have to cut it out. I can
cut it out?
Yeah, I can just cut it out.
It's having time this past couple days.
Tight sketch.
Tight schedule.
Tight schedule.
Just waking up,
Halo 2 came out.
playing Halo 2.
Yeah.
Last question.
I'll do it tonight.
It's hard to make that.
I'll do it tonight.
Just send me a JPEG of Stock's face. We have 2 emotes now too. So we'd love any ideas on an emote on the fourth spacing. Because I don't think we have any ideas on that right now.
Figure out.
Don't know.
No.
Last question before we cut to the outro.
Sure.
Ted, what jewel pot are we smoking on?
Menthol 5%.
And have a great
And
night.
good night.
Thanks for tuning in. See you, Mono.
Suicide.
I just wanna kiss you, but I can't right now, so baby, kiss me through